Thank you, Dato, for the chance to say a few words. So, on behalf of the Malaysian Nature Society, I introduce myself. I'm Lim Teck Win. I'm a representative who is particularly interested in Batu Caves. Here we have Mr. Shah Reza, our Executive Director, and our Vice President, Mr. Henry Goh. And we are here today to show our support to the temple when it comes to protecting Batu Caves. And as I mentioned in the speech earlier, this is not the first time, because we showed the support in the 1970s when it came to do with the blasting. So today we're showing the support because, again, the authorities are not respecting the hill. We feel that from the point of view of wildlife and nature, there are more than 300 species of animals and hundreds of species of plants found on this hill. Many of these species are not found anywhere else. And yet this dolomite development, seems to be constructed without any kind of environmental impact assessment. So from the nature perspective, this is our main concern. But as a human being and as a father and a family man, I would point out the safety angle really must take precedence. The federal government has guidelines, as you can see on the wall here. The guidelines say that in a dangerous situation such as this, such as Batu Caves, where you have an overhang, you have these stalagmites and stalactites, you have cracks in the rock, any kind of permanent development must be at least twice the height of the hill. So how high is Batu Caves? The highest point is 326 meters, but average height is about 100 meters. So as a very minimum, should keep this 200-meter buffer before allowing new residential developments to be coming up. Which brings to the final point, the point of the beauty of the hill. It's completely blocked from the highway. If this building goes ahead, it will be almost as if Batu Caves never existed. People will forget about it. There's no respect being shown. Now, when it comes to the question of who to blame, I as well not going to point fingers. MNS is not political. We're an NGO. We do not support any political party. But the case here is very clear. It's one of not showing responsibility.
It is also a very high density development, which create a lot of problem for traffic and all that.
Adding to the density, putting 29 stories, imagine how many new residents will be coming to this area. So, from the point of view of who is to blame, this is an issue which we're not going to look in the past, we look in the present. Who has the power to manage the, who has the right entrusted to manage this area? Are they doing their job? Alright, MPS, the Majlis. And we were promised local government elections, but today this Majlis is appointed. In 2008, when the new government came in, they said they would give opportunities for NGOs to sit on the Majlis. So we submitted names of very qualified professionals, long-time serving members of MNS, and lovers of Batu Caves. We submitted this to Ronnie Liu, and we did not even get the courtesy of a reply. So many times, so many years have passed, and they have never once considered MNS for a position on the Majlis. I don't know why. MNS is a respected NGO, apolitical, 72 years old, and yet we have not been consulted. It's not true. We were never consulted on this development. We only heard about this development through word of mouth, talking to the developers. The moment we heard about it, we went to the state government. Fortunate, we got a meeting in August 2008 to meet with YB Elizabeth. But what happened after that? It seems it was forgotten. It seems that we have to have this kind of protest before the government takes notice. I certainly hope that in the collaboration with the temple and the other NGOs, there's a representative from Every Environment Special, Ms. Leela, who I believe is also supportive of Batu Caves and conservation of Batu Caves. And there are other NGOs who would agree to join together with the temple to form a coalition to save Batu Caves.